Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks Best Country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care Center, Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair, United Plumbing, and Anchor Point Roofing and Siding. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hello. Good morning to you on Thursday. Hope your week is going well. We're going to get you some news to start your day around the Ozarks.
All right. Camden County authorities say more than 700 pounds of illegal drugs were seized last week during the gathering of the Juggalos at Mother's Nature's Riverfront Retreat. Yikes. From August 16th through the 23rd, deputies made more than 300 traffic stops, conducted about a dozen canine dog deployments, and answered 80 other calls for service in that area. Wow. The drug seizures included about 300 pounds of shrooms, about 250 pounds of marijuana, along with cocaine, meth, ketamine, and many other controlled substances. Deputies say that there were assaults, fraud cases, careless driving complaints, thefts, and property damage. The sheriff's office says that state and other local agencies came in to help them out.
Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
A lot of
Springfield police are making more traffic stops, but also issuing far more warnings and fewer tickets than they did 5 years ago over a comparison. A city review showed that traffic stops rose 48% between 2021 and 2025, but citations dropped about 20%. The warnings, though, went up by 76%. So more warnings instead of the ticket. The number of injury crashes at Springfield's some of their most dangerous intersections have also declined over the past decade, so headed in the right direction. The department is working to rebuild its evening traffic squad right now and plans to target some high-risk areas, including the Campbell and Glenstone corridors. City Council and some planning committees will discuss the future of red light cameras in Springfield as well.
That was a big deal several years ago. And Springfield shut them down, got rid of them. I thought they were ruled unconstitutional, and I think I just looked it up. There was a Supreme Court ruling that said automated tickets cannot legally presume that the vehicle owner was the driver at the time the red light was run. So cities must clearly identify the driver's face, and there are still questions about it. So
I mean, it's of like the flock camera things that are in the news a lot right now. So I don't know. I mean, it's interesting because I don't know that you have, I mean, the Supreme Court ruling makes sense because like how do you, at that point, how do you tell if the owner of the car is the one driving it and thus getting the ticket? But now there's such better technology like facial recognition that it's probably come a long way even in 5 years.
But to your point about the flock cameras, people aren't fans of those. Those are being done away with in many counties and areas right now. And this would be the same. Well, I mean, I won't say it's the same. To the general public, it would be the same idea.
Right. But people not being a fan of something and something being illegal or unconstitutional, I should say, are two different things. Correct.
But the police department wants to keep the public on their side, like everybody does. Unless it's super helpful to have them. Yeah. We'll see.
For them. I don't know. I can't be convinced that someone has a reasonable expectation of privacy, which is the wording of the law in your car.
No, not an expectation of privacy.
Well, that's the issue with flock cameras. Primarily, the issue is privacy, primarily. And then how is the data stored and how is it shared, or is it shared?
That's the big issue, is who has access to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, stay tuned because they haven't actually made their decision. We're just,
I'm a no vote on red light cameras, I'm a maybe. For the public.
I'm a maybe.
for anybody who's wondering. Greene County Interim Sheriff Jason Johnson appears likely to run unopposed in November for the remainder of former Sheriff Jim Arnott's term. Johnson was unanimously nominated this week by Greene County Republican Central Committee after Arnott resigned to become U.S. Marshal for the Western District of Missouri. The Democratic and Libertarian parties did not nominate candidates by the deadline this week. There is a court petition that could still add a candidate under certain circumstances through the 8th of September. So you're saying there's a chance. There's still a chance. Johnson has worked for the Sheriff's Department since 1998 and was the only person, which is interesting, the only person to apply for the interim position there. Arnott's current term runs through the end of 2028, so Johnson would need to seek re-election to serve a full term after that. And then a wild story here. A Missouri Deputy Attorney General who disappeared while hiking in Wyoming was found alive. Sean McElprang it's a weird last name, but it's McElprang, was located Wednesday morning after an extensive search involving ground crews, drones, and search and rescue helicopters. He was found. He was weak but alert and was able to get a helicopter ride out of the deep backcountry. McElprang started his hike on August 20th, so it took 6 days to find him, from the Green River Lakes trailhead, planning to reach Gannett Peak, which is Wyoming's highest mountain. He's worked for the Missouri Attorney General's office for 28 years.
That's a wild story.
Wild story. A lot of times those don't end up as well. So I'm glad he was found okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Dozens of new laws take effect on Friday. Be advised, that's tomorrow, including some changes to healthcare, highway speeds, education, elections, and public safety. For instance, one of the bigger changes will allow MoDOT to raise speed limits to 75, but that doesn't kick in until you actually see the signage change. We talked about that a little earlier this week. Also, new healthcare rules include tracking and reporting requirements for Lyme disease and alpha-gal. So I think it's great news because we've had an explosion of both of those types of issues in recent years in Southwest Missouri. And now they're going to be better able to track that, the healthcare system as a whole, to figure out, areas of concentration, et cetera, et cetera. Another law requires age verification on certain adult websites. Also, some things changing: DWI laws, sex offender registration, real estate transactions, and abuse reporting requirements. So if those affect you, you probably know what they are. The package also includes new state designations, including an official recognition, I should say, for the Cherry Blossom Festival, which is in Marshfield and has been going on a long time. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Missouri could receive as much as $150 million under a major settlement with Meta. Meta has been in trouble. They're behind Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, basically not protecting children and making things addictive. That's it in a nutshell.
Right.
This agreement covers 47 states and the District of Columbia and the U.S. territories, by the way. It is accusing Meta of designing social media products in ways that harm children and teens. So in the settlement, Meta will pay out $12 billion initially. It could go up to $17 billion if other major social media companies also reach settlements. The company will have to add features, including usage limits, like time limits per day, daily time limits, overnight access restrictions, age verification, and stronger parental controls. The Missouri AG says the agreement represents an important step in online safety for kids.
Well, you know what? Good. I don't know that, what is it, 12 billion?
17 billion, likely.
17 is going to make them think twice about it or not? Probably not. But I hope it does, and I hope they put in some real safeguards because, man, we have generations that are a mess now as a result.
It's, yeah. I don't even know what to say. I mean, on the one hand, it's Meta's fault. On the other hand, it's the fault of parents.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
but
I
there's
don't
a deviant.
totally blame them. You know what I mean?
Well, but it is parents. But there's a deviousness in what we've learned from people who used to work there about their intentions of hooking kids and getting them the way that they knowingly set it up to be addictive.
Yes.
That's
defiance. That's like a different. Disobedience is one thing. Defiance is another thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Here's some good news. The Evangel University dedicated its first new residence hall in 4 decades. How about that? Flood Hall is what it's called. Flood Hall is a 57,000 square foot, 4-story building, 225 beds, private rooms, because all these kids get private rooms now, study areas, laundry facilities, common spaces, and a prayer room. The $16.5 million project was funded entirely through donations and, this is good news, was completed debt-free. Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
By the way, it's private bathrooms. I mean, yes, they're spoiled. Yes, we had to share bathrooms with 24 other people, but, like they still will like have a room with somebody.
Did I say private rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is private bathrooms. There are probably some private rooms there too. But I don't know that to be true. The residence hall located between the campus quad and football field is named for Daryl and Lois Flood, who are Evangel donors and trustees. So congratulations to Evangel. And then a little bit south in Springfield, the Stardust Ballroom is preparing to close its doors after just about 2 years in business. The entertainment venue at McLeod Plaza on West Walnut Lawn and Campbell says its final event is scheduled for today. Owners say the decision followed the city's failure to renew the venue's liquor license, in part because of its location within 200 feet of another restaurant that already holds a liquor license.
Okay. Springfield Greene County Parks are bringing some more food options to local events. They're having a pilot program. The park board says that they want to add food and drink options at different festivals, like busy festivals or different parks where permanent concessions may be limited. More than 150 food truck operators are registered now with the county health department, and 16 have completed the park board's process for approval. So that's kind of cool. Those 16 different vendors might show up at your next event or busy park on a Saturday. The board is expecting to use 4 to 6 trucks at a time at different large events, including like the Rutledge Wilson Farm Park, for instance. They have their Harvest Fest coming up in a couple months. Vendors pay a daily fee of roughly $25 up to $250, depending on the event and the size of the event. And then they'll have selections based on the crowd size and bring a variety of options to people who might be at a festival like that. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
that's
go
kind
park
of fun.
Board.
Yeah.
We love the park board. We love local parks, and we are grateful that they are sponsors of Around the Ozarks News. We have the Park Board, Thompson Sales as well, Advanced Car Care Center, Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair, United Plumbing, and Anchor Point Roofing. They're all fantastic partners of ours. So anytime they do something cool, we like to tell you about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Also, don't forget our contest. I mentioned it yesterday, but I want to tell you one more time because somebody's going to be winning Chiefs tickets, but you got to go to aroundtheozarks.com and apply to win or register to win. We're giving away 2 tickets to each home game, part of our Ozarks Kingdom Country contest. All thanks to our sponsor for that, which is True Blue Roofing. And they are providing those tickets. The first one, the drawing will be soon and very soon, on the 30th, actually. So let's see, you have a couple more days to get your name in the hat. But it will be for 2 tickets to the Broncos game, which is happening at Arrowhead on September 14th. Again, aroundtheozarks.com. Check out the contest.
Okay. It's a lot of stuff.
All right.
That's a day's worth of news right there, people.
There you go. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we hope you have a great day at work today, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We are talking about temperatures today that are going to be warm. Once again, we've got numbers that are going to soar into the 90s today, but it's pretty comfortable to start. You're heading out the door right now. No rain to be concerned about. Just bring a pair of sunglasses and it'll be a great day. We've got temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s across the Ozarks, but as I said, it's going to be a hot one. We'll warm into the low 90s today. Nothing too oppressive for this time of the year. I don't expect any heat advisories, but it'll get even warmer as we head into the weekend forecast. So that's the big weather headline for you early this morning. Sunshine is back today. We've got high temps right around 90. It will be very summer-like across the Ozarks. I do expect that we see sunshine a majority of the day. High pressure is in control of our weather pattern. It means sinking air, not a whole lot of help from the cloud cover across the region. It will mean temperatures warm to near 90 degrees. Setting up to be a hot end of the weekend in the Ozarks, too. It also looks like kind of a dry stretch for us. There might be a few little ice storms in a couple of different days, but I don't expect much in the way of significant rainfall here for the next stretch of days. Highs today should make it to near 90, same tomorrow, and then we climb a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. I think temperatures will be approaching the upper 90s in a few locations, and we'll stay here in the mid 90s here in Springfield. But overall, today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, every single day should provide ample sunshine. I know the pools are still open and we'll be able to take advantage of that as we head into the Ozarks this weekend as well. I do expect that temperatures are going to remain hot too through the rest of the month. In fact, I was telling you the other day about the Climate Prediction Center and some of their outlooks for the month of September. Looks like we're going to be staying very toasty in our part of the country. The outlook for temperatures through September 4th, well, it looks like we have a really good chance of being above normal through that time frame. Around the country, here's what's making headlines. It's dangerous heat in the Southwest with daytime highs anywhere from 110 to 115 degrees. That's for parts of Southern California into portions of Nevada. Wildfires ongoing out there, not helping to make the issue any better. There's also some heat advisories for the southern part of the United States, including Texas and Louisiana. Those may start creeping up into parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas as we move into the weekend, too. Flash flooding is also a threat across the country for much of the southeast and the lower Mississippi Valley. That's going to be moving into the northeast later today. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. And the question that I had for you yesterday on an earthquake kick. That's what I was trying to say. What type of seismic waves travel along the outer layer of the earth and generally cause the most destruction during an earthquake? And the options that I had for you were A, primary waves, B, secondary waves, C, surface waves, or D, tsunami waves. And the answer, I had never heard of this one. It was C. Surface waves oftentimes cause the most destruction during an earthquake as they're very powerful and send waves in both directions. All right, here's your next chance to win. Which seismic waves travel the fastest and arrive first at a seismograph station? Do you think that is A, S waves, B, surface waves, C, P waves or primary waves, or D, love waves? Which seismic waves travel the fastest and arrive first at a seismograph station? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. It's going to be a great day in the Ozarks with plenty of sunshine and high temperatures right at 90 degrees. For up-to-the-minute weather information all day long, you can head on over to the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Have a fantastic day. I'll be right back here with you early tomorrow morning to chat about the forecast as we get closer to the weekend. Spoiler alert, it is looking like a hot one.